Too hot. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to look at this. We're going to look at the Coilmaster 521 Tab Plus from Coilmaster. It is a brand new redesigned version of their 521 tab, which was quite the thing back in the day. We're also going to have a quick look at this. This is Coilmaster's brand new vaping charger. This is their charger for 18650 and 26650 batteries. It's a 4-bay charger. They say it's going to be very affordable, fire retardant, reverse battery protected. It's got two 2-amp slots and two 1-amp slots. Very interesting. We'll have a quick look at that up close. Maybe you're in the market for a new charger. I don't know. But yeah, we'll have a look at that. This is the 521 Tab Plus. So, what have they done here? Well, they've done a complete overhaul design-wise on the original. The other one was sort of a big square box type thing. This one's a big sort of disc, if you like, a big disc. It's certainly going to be very sturdy on the desk. The main change, the big change with this, it's now two 18650 batteries in parallel. And one major advantage of that is you can fire down lower. So, you know, this does have the ability to fire the coils, get them hot, and obviously you can do that to a safer, lower ohm. Now you've got two batteries in parallel rather than the original version, which was just one 18650 battery. So that's the main change, but there are some other little features and bits as well. And we'll just give you a general look at this. And we'll give you a quick look at the charger as well when we go down low. The reason this is a quick look and not a review, both of these products, they're the sort of products that only time will tell. You know, that charger, you know, what's it like after 100 batteries have charged it? What's it like after a year? What's it like after 3 months? It's only once everyone on the market sort of starts buying them, you know, we'll see what the failure rate is on them, if there's any incidents with them. With the 521 tab, a lot of people praised that. It was an incredibly useful device, and at the time, you know, and it was very widely purchased and things, but a lot of people had trouble with the 510s on their 521 tab. So things like how long the 510 lasts, we don't know. You know, there's no amount of reviewing of something like this I can do before giving you a look to tell you definitively. It's only once they get out there that we'll know for sure. But so let's just have a quick look, and when you can see if it's a product that's interesting to you. Obviously, as time goes by, I will pick up how I'm getting on with these two things in vlogs and such forth, and you know, I might come back to them, you know, with a recap in the future. But for now, let's just have a look at them and see what we think. So let's go down low and have a look at these two things. See you in a sec. Alright guys, here we are up close with the Coilmaster A4 charger. This brand new 18650 and 26650 charger from Coilmaster. As you can see here, it does say the middle two slots are 2-amp and the two outside slots are 1-amp. And it says it again on the inside here, 1-amp, 2-amp, 2-amp, 1-amp. And you can see it uses these, so that is why it only fits 18650s and 26650s. So if we put it in, oh, don't be fooled by this guys, it looks like a button but it's not. It's literally plug and play. You stick your power supply in there, and yeah, you just plug your batteries in and it does all the work for you. That's what we'll do. We'll plug it in now. We'll plug it in like this, and it will fire up, and we'll get a couple of batteries and we'll put these in as well. Straight off the hex ohm, straight into here. Let's see how they get on. And you can see, hopefully, they're charging away there. They're on 2 lights and they're looking to go to 3 lights. And when they get to 4, they're all done completely. So that is that. It also works with 26650s. So if you get this, it's a much firmer push but if we get it nicely pushed down, there you go, 26650 charging away as well there. So that's that. That's the charger really. Not much to it. Made out of you know, fire retardant, flame proof plastic and all that stuff. Yeah, pretty solid, and mine did come with a UK 3-pin plug, so that's good that they've got all the different plugs for all the different locations, so that is good. Moving on to the 521 tab, the 521 Plus tab from Coilmaster. Same setup as before. You have your ohms reading in that mode there, and that's just it's just a meter at that point. And on this side, it does read your ohms, but it also fires the device as well, fires the atomizer that you've got on here. USB charging if you want to use the charge thing, but now that it is two 18650s in parallel, probably just worth whipping them out and giving them a proper charge, you know. But yeah, that's the big change with this. Two 18650s in parallel, meaning, as it says here, that you can fire down lower, and they're saying that it's also capable of reading down lower ohms as well, you know, 0.03 or something crazy like that, which is very good indeed. So that is that. Yeah, batteries underneath there. Now this bit all here, this is the fire button. The entire thing, oh, you can see that moves no matter where you press it, and that is your fire button. So when you're in that mode, that's what you can do. It's got some other quirky little features as well. It has this black bit here is all magnetic. So you can stick a bit of wire to it. Say if you're wrapping one coil on here, just leave that lay on there so it doesn't go anywhere, and then just whip it off when you're ready to use it. That's, you know, not a bad little thing, you know, thinking of everything and that. It's pretty cool. It also has some additional bits as well. In the box you'll find this. This is the volt checker. So if you have a battery in a mech, you can screw your mech onto here, and it will tell you the voltage level. One thing with this though, again with this, is it's not protruding enough. You know, I would like to see that protruding way more. I'm not sure I could recommend that on for use with a hybrid mech, for example, you know. But it is a way of checking your voltage, so that's interesting, a nice to have feature. Also has these, these little puppies. You plug these in here like this, like that. Turn it onto the read mode, checker mode or whatever, and then you put these on here. So clip that one on there, that one on there, and we get an ohm reading for this coil. So it's now telling me the resistance of this coil. So you can check the resistance before you put it in, and then find out it's too low or too high, or you're not happy with it. So that's a nice, again, a nice to have feature. That it does that as well, so that's pretty cool. And the first one did have that as well. That's just that feature was returned in this version as well. So the actual 510, spring loaded, very spring loaded, absolutely loads of plate on that. So it should work with most things, which is good. They say it's redesigned and should be tougher. You know, they had some issues with that with the first one. With 510s failing, but they say this one should be tougher. Only time will tell. One of the negatives I'll talk about up top though is if you screw in an atomizer like this, like that, and I'll pull it off. So if we take our cheater off here and we're looking to do, say, a re-wick, for example, and we take that off there, and we take the cotton out of here, and obviously we're wanting to do like a dry fire, you know, to clean the coils up. If we were to do that, there's every chance that it's going to sizzle on my thumb because the button placement is right next to the coils, which seems really silly to me. But there you go, that is a thing. We'll talk about that a bit more up top. But yeah, that's the silliest thing I've seen. The other thing I could probably show you in a way up close. That is the screen. The screen can be hard to read in bright light and on camera and things like that. So that might be a bit frustrating for some people as well. But there we go. We'll go back up top and talk about, you know, my first impressions of both of these things and a little bit of stuff. Let's go back up top. Alright guys, that was the Coilmaster A4 charger and the 521 Tab Plus down low, up close. Interesting items. In terms of first impressions, the charger, it's budget. It's going to be a very affordable charger for vapers who are aware of the Coilmaster brand and they just need themselves their first vaping charger. For 18650 batteries or 26650 batteries, you know, that's what they're aiming at. You know, they're not trying to blow your mind with fancy technology on there. You know, it's not got a screen with all the fancy readouts, amp draw, capacity readings or anything like that. Not even specifically how well it's charging, anything like that. It's literally just for charging batteries. You know, budget, affordable, stick your batteries in and go. And to that extent, seems perfectly good. I must admit, I'm enjoying the 2 amp the 2 amp slots, you know, for really charging those batteries in a hurry. So yeah, so that is what it is. It seems really well built. It seems sturdy, solid. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. And the price point in the UK hasn't been announced either. So time will tell on that. But I have been assured that it's going to be incredibly competitive on price, which is very positive. Very positive indeed. The 521 Tab. Now, first of all, I think going up to 2 batteries in parallel is superb. Awesome. Excellent. Very pleased with that. The shape of this, I don't mind at all. I've seen people saying that it makes it less pocket friendly or bag friendly if you go into an expo or something like that. It is what it is. You know, it was never super light and stuff, and the amount of nonsense we take in our bags now anyway. I'm not super worried about that. There is a travel version of the original 521 Tab you can get if that is your concern anyway. But yeah, so the shape I'm cool with. I would say the looks are a bit much in terms of, for something that is essentially being used as a tool. I don't think it needs this big fingerprint magnet all around here, you know. That is only going to get steamy and gunky, you know. So really, it should just be like a, you know, like a tool, like the original one. Really, just really hardware and plastic. But it looks quite dapper. I've got to admit. Big improvement with the 2 batteries. Don't think it needs this. I think the placement of the fire button is slightly galling. If you have any juice on your, so say you're doing a rewick and you've taken your cotton out, but there's still a tiny bit of juice on the coils, and you're going to try and dry burn those coils to clean them up. When you hit this, you know, you're going to get juice, boiling hot juice spattering on your fingers because your finger is going right next to where the RDA is sat. So for the fire buttons, unusually placed. I'm not sure they thought that one through. The way it's sort of a big rocker switch, I don't really have an issue with. But yeah, the other thing that is the talking point on this will be the 510. I really like that it's really spring loaded, so it'll work on the vast majority of atomizers. So that's really good. But how well will it hold up? How long will it last? And only time will tell. It feels nice, it feels good, but who knows? Who knows? I think I've always thought that these are really handy and a really good thing. You know, you don't have to check your resistance on an ohm reader, then move it to your mod. Likewise, you don't have to have a regulated mod sat there all the time waiting for you to use it just for testing purposes. You know, so I think it serves a purpose. I think they are useful, providing they're not too expensive. I think this is a good thing, but only time will tell how well it holds up, how long it lasts, and all that sort of thing. Yeah, it's a few little quirks. The other tiny little quirk I've got, maybe nitpicking. I'm sure you probably can't see that the screen is on now. It's very hard to read that screen in bright light. I don't know why Yeah, the screen. That was an interesting choice of screen. The screen readout is not super easy to read. That again, that's just a first impression I have had. Only time will tell. I'll come back to these in a vlog. I think they're both obviously very useful if you require them. But that's that. I hope that was in some way useful. Have a look at those, see what you think, see if you're interested. Maybe see if someone's done a really thrashing review of this. Taking it apart, smashed it to bits, built loads of things on it, worn down some batteries. It'd be interesting to see how it behaves on the battery front. How it handles, if you put in some wonky batteries or something like that. If it's as competent as a mod at reading battery capacity and things. So yeah, only time will tell. I think they're really useful. I hope that was a useful sort of look at this, just to see if you're interested. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again soon.